Ooh, Perez Hilton here, and I just got my hands on a piece of email that was not included in Justin Baldoni's lawsuit against the New York Times. An email where his company is praising Blake Lively. But all is not as it seems. As you might know, one of the big points of contention behind the scenes is that Blake, and probably her husband Ryan Reynolds, took control of the movie that Justin Baldoni directed and produced with his company, Wayfarer. It Ends With Us is based on a novel by Colleen Hoover, which he optioned, got the rights to 5+ years ago. Everything was already greenlit and happened before she was ever attached. Then, because the distributor, Sony, thought that she added value to the movie, everybody attached agreed to give her a producer credit. As I've mentioned, that's often just a vanity title or a way of giving actors some extra money if the movie is very successful. But Blake did not just want a producer credit, she wanted a PGA certification, which means she did much more than just have a vanity title. She actually produced the movie if she were to get that Producers Guild of America credit as a producer on It Ends With Us. Well, this is the email that Baldoni and Wayfarer sent to the PGA, which he did not include in his lawsuit. It reads, "We hope this letter finds you well. We are writing to inform you of the significant role and contributions that Blake Lively has played in the making of the film It Ends With Us, based on the best-selling novel by Colleen Hoover. This film has meant a great deal both personally and to our company, Wayfarer Studios, as we optioned the property nearly 5 years ago. As such, we've been directly involved in overseeing every step of development, from adapting the book to the big screens to bringing on our co-financier distributor, Sony, and of course, casting our lead. From the time Blake was brought on, she has had an instrumental voice in many different aspects in the making of the film." That's an understatement. "Her contributions have been impactful as she was consulted with many of the casting options. She helped to refine the script." Yeah, she had her husband even rewrite some of it. "She redesigned her own wardrobe as well as gave notes on others. She contributed to the production design and set decoration and had influence on how many of the scenes were shot. Blake has been very involved in the post-process. Oh my God. Knowing what we know now, she hired her own editor to cut her own version of the film, which was different than his, and then pressured Sony to release her version, even though his tested better." Back to the letter to the PGA. "She has had an active role in the edit, the sound mix, and has made decisions on the music selection and She has had an active role in the edit, the sound mix, and has made decisions on the music selection and score. She also continues to find creative ways to promote the film so that it can achieve its greatest success. Since contractually she began the movie with an EP credit, our earlier submission to the PGA did not include her as a named producer, but we feel her contributions have warranted the revised credit and consideration for the PGA mark." Well, thanks to that very glowing recommendation and detailed letter by Justin Baldoni and company, Blake Lively got the PGA mark and producer credit on the movie. However, he says that happened because she threatened him. He says he sent that letter because he had no other choice. It was made under duress. In a message that was sent to his company's lawyers on June 27th of last year, Justin Baldoni and his partner Jamie, who also produced the movie, wrote the following. As you know, we received a request to write a recommendation on behalf of Blake for her to receive the PGA mark. This was a request that we felt was unreasonable and cold-hearted because she stole the movie. She took control from all of these parts that she wasn't entitled to. This was a request that we felt was unreasonable and cold-hearted. Essentially, the movie has been taken unjustly from Justin as a director and essentially from Wayfarer's control due to the extortion of Blake. Without going into all the details of the events that transpired over the months, Justin and I ended up agreeing to write the letter due to feeling trapped. She continues to hold a threat over our heads, and every time we try and hold a line, she uses that threat directly or indirectly to get us to fold. Make no mistake, I'm not suggesting that we were literally forced to acquiesce, but given the high-profile movie, the partnership with Sony, the amount of money invested, and the need to complete the movie, we have written the letter on her behalf, omitting the truth of how and why she was able to contribute in the ways we listed. Well, now we know the truth. God, if I'm a director, and listen, I know a lot of directors. Actors have big egos, but so do directors. If I'm a director, I never want to work with Blake Lively. But she can easily find up-and-comers who aren't successful, who don't have as big an ego as an established director. So long as she stays married to Ryan Reynolds, she will be fine. If they divorce, though, it's over for her, I think. Thoughts on these new revelations? And wow, that glowing letter to the PGA that was not in his lawsuit sure reads different knowing all that we know now. Ooh. Let's chitty-chat in the comments section. I'm dying to hear what you think. Mwah! Perez Hilton, over and out.